MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Atlanta Braves.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Harold, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
Trevor Bauer is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, his last outing was curious to me. That's the word I'll use, is curious, because if you go 5 innings, you get that 5 and bail, right? Well, he went 5 innings, but then he got the loss. He just wasn't able to go further. I think he's got to give them a little more distance and be able to execute his pitches early on a little bit better in this game. All right, here's how the Braves line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I want to talk about the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Look, this guy was a catcher when they drafted him. Moved him to third, and it was basically knock it down and throw the ball across the diamond. But, man, does he have hands now. Able to range from left to right and make the tough play.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners on the move for second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Toles rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a two-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
Matt, I can't get past the last at bat. I mean, to drive in a run and get you on the board first, that is huge. Now the rest of the lineup can relax and swing the bats.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Donaldson in foul ground. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Mesoraco has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, George Springer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, I mean, to me, Washington's thought about as a pitcher's umpire. I mean, it's hard for me as a hitter to hit a ball down your knees. He loves to call the low zone, maybe even below the hollow of the knee. That's tough to hit. Pitchers love it, though.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's Daniel Murphy now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bichette is there, and that retires the side. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from SunTrust Park, and LA's off to an early 1-0 lead. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Kenta Maeda is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Well, let's take a look at the Dodgers defense, brought to you by Majestic. Well, this ball club committed a couple errors last game, but they were still able to walk away with the W. But you can't do that every night. That puts a lot of pressure on your pitching. You have to catch the baseball. You catch it, more often than not, you're going to win.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Braves, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Gene Segura standing in.
Shortstop, Gene Segura.
In there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And you can see, lying in wait for the winner of this series is the New York Mets. They've already won their matchup, so they can do a little scouting from home. Eddie Murray is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, and the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Batting fourth, third baseman. Shot. Donaldson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And the pitch on 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Andrew McCutchen. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll see.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. Second inning coming up, all even at 1 apiece.